Hey guys, I'm going to do a short little video explaining more about the Plastidip on how to apply it to EPO and wire connections. So it's going to be a short little video. I've had a couple people want to see how it's done, and I'll show you how I do it. There's probably many other techniques out there, but it's really you just got to play around with it, find out how you like to apply it on there, and then go from there. Experiment it, try it on different stuff. So here we go. Alright, we'll try this again. I had one take before, and apparently I deleted that, so I have to do this all again. So there's already Plastidip on this side, but at least on this side you can see how it peels off. Alright, it's a little piece of EPO I got. It's the only thing I have around here right now to actually cover, and I don't have much Plastidip left to cover anything worthwhile. So I'll do a short little sample. Got a little tiny I guess you say brush. This is off the brush that I used to cover the plane. And what I do is after I get done applying the Plastidip, I'll wipe off as much of this stuff as I can. And then you're left with these little clumps of, I guess, individual small brushes that you can just use a pair of scissors, snip it off, and you got a small little brush for like little, detailed areas. I also have a servo wire around here that I used in the last video, which I will have to coat again. There we go. Actually, I'll just show you how it came out, but excuse me. Alright, first we'll shake up the Plastidip a little bit. Should be already shook up anyways. And we'll grab the lid, set it down here. Now you take your brush, and you can get a little bit of Plastidip on there. And then when you get to your plane, when you have your border set up with like painter's tape, I just use blue painter's tape. Set it around where you want to paint, and then go. Let's say you have a paint line right here. We'll just put a little sliver of Plastidip right there. Let's say that's the paint. Well, when you get ready to coat the plane, start down right by that line, get around that edge, and then peel the tape off. And then you can continue on with the rest of the plane, coating it just like this. You can do thin coats. That's how I did mine. Did a thin coat first. Kind of tried to get somewhat of an even coat, just so everything's uniform. But usually, if you get it thin enough, it'll kind of smooth out on its own when it's curing. Next is the wires. If you have, I'll set this aside. Okay, in the last video there was nothing on here, but as you see there's something on there now. But all you do is just come across, and that's dried up a little bit. Try this again. Get some more on the brush, and then you just go across the contacts, or where your bare wires are at, and just coat them. Make sure they're not touching before you do this. Usually, I would usually prefer to do this at a last resort if you don't have any shrink tubing left. But it works just as fine. It's not going to move, it's not going to peel off and flight or anything, and it's a good way to secure a couple of servos together. If I had a servo extension ready, I'd show you how to do that, but basically you just coat that little connection where the male and female connect, and you just let it sit there and let it cure, and it's a nice little bond that keeps the wires together. But that's basically it. There's not much to it. Just wanted to do this video for the few that had questions on how to apply it. Now on this, I'll show you that even after it's cured, this will peel off and will leave the foam exactly like it was before you even started. And now you just got a little piece of elastic rubber here now. And it just, it's not, like a real tight bond to the foam. It's loose, so if you land on gravel or stuff, it might peel up a little bit, but you can just get your brush out again, touch it up, and it's brand, just like you put it on the first day. And it's just good protection for any or the bottom of the planes, or whatever you want to really protect. Good on RC cars. I know one of the fellows on the site under my review or my article. Let's see if I can pull them up real quick. Try not to make this too long, but he made it, it said Red Baron 1. He said, RC guys around me are using Plastidip to waterproof their entire receiver and coating the entire receiver and all the servo plugs. And it peels off when needed. And that's what I used it before when I did the off-road. He also made a good point, good for guys flying off of water. So, you know, there's multiple uses out there for this stuff, and it's just not protecting the belly of the plane, it's protecting your electronics. If you have a radio, like the plastic's kind of slick, you can put this stuff on where your hands would be on the radio, and you won't have to worry about that radio slipping out of your hands. I always use a lanyard just in case. But that's just one of the few of the thousands of use that we could use this stuff for. Well, hopefully that was a short enough video for you guys. Didn't want to take up too much of your time, and just kind of clarify on how I apply the Plastidip to EPO and wires and whatnot. But remember, support your AMA, local clubs, hobby shops. That's what keeps everything going. Support Flight Test. These guys do a lot for us, you guys. I don't think, a lot of us know they do a lot, but I don't think we all realize how much they really do. So thank you, Flight Test, for giving us an awesome site to go on the forums and article reviews, and just everyone helping everyone else proceed into this hobby. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll see you soon again. Take it easy.